A year ago, I went on the Kelly Clarkson Show and I realized I never gave a full story time of that day, which I should have because some funny things happened. I found out that I was going on the show about 2 weeks before the episode was set to be filmed. The day before the episode was set to be filmed, I received a list of questions basically that Kelly was going to ask me and just some general maybe bullet points of how I could answer them, keep the conversation going to then lead into the next topic very seamlessly. So the day of the filming, they sent a car to where I was staying in New York to pick me up in the morning. We get there, they show me up. Tyler was like in the dressing room next door to me. She had a whole posse with her. She's ethereal looking, by the way. She's absolutely stunning. I was not really nervous up until this point because I was seeing it as more like an exciting thing, or at least trying to have that energy. The whole morning was a vibe. We had snacks, we had water, music playing. It was fun. I was set to film at the end of the show. So finally, my time came. They came and got me from the dressing rooms and walked me out into this hallway that looked very much like a high school hallway. There's TVs everywhere so that we can see like what is happening on the show. I have not met Kelly at this point. I figured that I would just meet her right when I was filming, and I was right. Anyway, so we are in the hallway. I have this whole team around me that's telling me like, okay, we're about to get going, we're about to get going. Finally, they open up the door that is next to us and they're like, all right, it's time to go. Open up the door. Whoever is in charge of soundproofing the rooms at Rockefeller Center needs a raise immediately. They open up the doors and all of a sudden it's like, wah, like there's so much noise. You go in and it's chaos. It is chaos. There is like 3 balconies of people, right? There's people running all over the place. There's cameras moving. I have somebody on one side of me being like, remember, these are the questions that Kelly is going to ask you. Think about how you want to answer them. I have another person on one side being like, step on this purple X when I say this word. And then I have Kelly in front of me who's like, I'm Kelly. It was a lot. It was very overwhelming. It was cool, but it was really overwhelming. To lead with this, Kelly Clarkson is the nicest freaking person. She is so kind. Bonded over how she's a little bit of a potty mouth, and so am I. So it worked out very well, which I'm really glad because she wasn't as kind during all of this as she was. I think I would be a lot more in my head about what happened next. All of a sudden we were just going. We're talking and we're going through all of these questions, right? It's going pretty normal. She asked me the first one, I answer, like we're doing well. And I made some sort of joke that made her laugh and say something that was off script. And so then I responded something off script and then I blacked out. I completely forgot about what we were talking about, where I was, what was going on, just whoop, bye, it was gone. And so at this point, I'm sweating a little bit. There's a camera, there's an audience. I'm sweating, but I figured honesty is probably the best policy. And so I turned to her and I was like, I'm so sorry. I cannot remember what I was saying. And she was like, oh, it's okay. You were telling me about social media. You were telling me about XYZ. And I was like, right. And eventually I was like, I'm so sorry. Can we start over? Because I don't remember what we were talking about. Oh, my childhood idol is standing in front of me and I was blanking. She immediately switches the flip and she's like, girl, don't worry. She's like, we don't film live. She's like, my editors will cut this shit out. Like, don't you worry. It's all good. Like, let's go back. Again, the kindest, like most comforting human. Exactly what I needed in that moment to kind of like get back into it. She made me feel so at ease, so comfortable. Like truly, I thank her so much. I was crashing out. So anyway, we get back on track. We finished the interview. All is well. We started talking afterward because my book title is You Deserve Good Gelato, Reasons to Travel the World, Embrace Failure, and Do the Shit That Scares You. And clearly they can't say a swear word on national television. So they had blurted out on the screen behind us and they had put a little sticker over the word on my book. It was hilarious. And we started talking about how like, I knew I was gonna swear accidentally on TV and she was like, I do it all the time. And then it was over. I think it took all of 5 minutes. It felt like it went by like that. I have not seen the episode. I don't think that I ever will, to be completely honest with you. I can't watch myself do interviews like that. And even though I messed up, I am choosing to look back on that whole day as just such a wonderful experience because it really was. It was so much kindness. So everybody at the show, y'all are awesome. And I will never get over seeing Kelly Clarkson hold my book on TV. So.